All right, we're about 10 hours post the run. Let's just get into the recap of not only the week, but today, especially today. So, this is a recap of week 5 of my marathon training block. Again, marathon number one for me will be the Twin Cities Marathon on October 4th. So, Mondays are my easy day. This week I had 5 miles. Pretty sure I was right around that 9:34 pace, absolutely locked in, felt absolutely nothing for it. Um, One of the better easy runs that I've honestly had this entire year. Tuesday is my workout day. This week was at the track, and we did 2x800s at 310 to 320, a 4x400s at a minute 30 to a minute 35, and then 4x800s, or 8x200s, sorry, 8x200s at 40 seconds or faster. I nailed every single pace up until the 200s, where I hovered right in that 39 to 42 range. I believe it was rep number 7 that was 45, but even my coach said that was a perfect workout. I was extremely happy with it. It was starting to get really hot this week. We spent most of the week in the mid 90s, and of course, being in Minnesota, Wednesday and Thursday specifically were really, really bad with smoke. So it was starting to come in on Tuesday. That's the smoke from the Canada wildfires. I was very lucky I didn't have to run Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know. I don't run Fridays either, but that's just how it works out. Saturday's typically my long run day, but I spent the day down in Millville, Minnesota at Spring Creek Motocross Spring Nationals, I believe is what they call it, with my family. I do not regret it. However, I do not suggest doing something where you're out in the literal sun all day. Yes, we had shade in the tents. Thank you to my brother Matt for the pit passes and everything that was done there. He was able to get us in. So we had some shade. There was plenty of water, plenty of Gatorade, all that stuff. I felt like I did my body well for that. But 14 hours in the sun doesn't help. Come into today, and I felt good. I had 14 miles for the long run, 10 easy, so in that 9 to 9:30 pace, and I absolutely smashed every piece of that. And then the last four was supposed to be 8 to 8:10, um, and I fell apart. Mile 11 was featuring the last two big hills on the course. Mile 12 kind of is rolling a little bit more downhill, but I was 8:29 and 8:30 for those 2 miles. Mile 13, even though I was trying to go, I was trying to will my legs and my body to push for it, being as it was mostly flat, small rollers, nothing really mega. Um, I just didn't have it today, and that's why I attribute yesterday to. That one was 9:17, and then when I hit mile 13, I just I was fighting to finish, and as I said, I didn't have it. I actually ended up having to walk roughly half of that mile. I know I walked from 13 to 13.1, and then I ran to like 13.7 range. Uh, Airborne shuffle more than running, if you understand that term. And then I walked the last 3/10 of a mile all the way till like hit 14. Final time came in at just over 2 hours and 14 minutes, 9:37 pace, considering the first 10 was in that 9:30 range. I'm happy with it. I got nothing to say about it. I just have to better prepare. Uh, Now we look forward to week 6. The mileage just continues to go up a little bit. Um, yeah, tomorrow, Monday, is another 5 mile easy run. And then Tuesday, I'm doing a special workout. It's called floats. Floats basically mean you're not getting the standing rest or slow recovery in between reps. So Tuesday, I've got a total of 6 miles. That includes the 1 mile warm up and 1 mile cool down. Both, of course, will be at the easy pace. And then it's 4 total miles of work of 3 minutes on and 2 minutes off. The on pace will be 7:15 to 7:25, and then the off pace will be 8:15 to 8:25. So by no means is any of that slow. I have done a couple of these before, similarly paced, I believe. But it's been around a month since I've done one. And this is arguably the hardest workout that he prescribes. We move on to Saturday when I will be doing my long run. Yes, going back to Saturday as my regular schedule. And it is 15 miles this weekend, matching the longest run I've done so far this year. It is listed as 12 miles easy, and then if I feel good, we will be pushing for the last 3. So I'm going to set up the Garmin to go 11.9 easy paced, and then see what I've got in the legs to try and cook the last 5K. So that is my recap for weeks 5 and the preview for week 6. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop a comment. Please drop likes, and we will move on. We'll see you guys later this week.